What is going on YouTube? C0L3 here, back with a brand new video today. So I can tell by the title, man. Hey man, guys are not approaching in 2025. Brand new video out. About to check it out. Why men aren't approaching women in 2025 anymore. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe down below, join the movement. And yeah, this is an interesting topic. I don't know what y'all think. Why do you think guys aren't approaching women anymore? I think it's a multitude of reasons. For one, some guys might not just want to get put on blast or, come off as creepy. Some people actually do come off as creepy, but some guys, I'll say this. Social anxiety is real. I think that's what it mainly comes down to. We spend a lot of time on these instead of with each other. So I think ultimately that's what it comes down to, just not having, social interactions as much. I know COVID, that was pretty prominent in our lives, and it still is today because it literally changed the whole world and how we, go to work now and how we interact with each other and this whole social distance. Like it literally changed the whole dynamic of social interactions. So that's not. I'm not gonna blame everything on that, but that is a part of it. And just approaching people in general is just, I guess I don't know, society. I don't know. It's mainly the technology. I say that mainly technology. But let's get into the video, man. It's only 5 minutes, and y'all know I like to talk, so that's why the channel name is Cold Talks. Oh, I gotta remind me to do this.
Most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move.
Not long ago, walking out to someone at a bar or striking up a conversation in public was how you met people. Now, it just feels like men have ghosted in real life, women are frustrated, and men are disconnected.
I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't
Let's read this. I'm 37, and honestly, it's so hard being alone every night. I wonder why men don't ever notice me or take the first step. Don't I deserve at least a little attention? Am I not attractive? Did she post this online? Oh man, it's serious out here. I ain't know it was that serious. We're posting videos about it online, and it look like she really crying. Hey man, yeah.
without feeling pain.
So, what happened? Let's rewind the clock to the pre-Instagram and pre-dating app era. Back then, guys would actually have to walk up and start a conversation, risk a little rejection, but that was all part of the game. Then came 2020, and with it, the great pause. Suddenly, socializing wasn't just hard, it was dangerous. People went months, even years without being around strangers, and social skills plummeted just as hard as my high school GPA. It became totally normal and socially acceptable to do nothing all day. My daily routine during quarantine was to wake up, doom scroll, binge YouTube, play a few games, eat and repeat, and I did that for an entire year. So when things did open up, a lot of guys didn't bounce back because some guys realized that they can chill, eat, and avoid drama. And there's a lot of it with us living in the quote-unquote girl boss era. And look, no one's saying that a woman shouldn't chase her dreams or be independent.
That's another factor. Yeah, that's definitely another factor.
With us living in the quote-unquote girl boss era. And look, no one's saying that a woman shouldn't chase her dreams or be independent, but when women are chanting phrases like I don't need a man, most of them are acknowledging that and going to do their own thing.
The women that say, I don't need a man, analyze that statement. I said it for many years. I would end up in relationships. The man felt unneeded and he cheated on me.
So when a man...
Nah, that's real. Like, I don't think when women say that they don't need a man and they don't need this and they don't need that, it's kind of like, dang, like you kind of like, it's kind of like they diminishing you almost, you know what I'm saying? Like they think you're less than or something, when really y'all should just come together and, relationship, y'all should be equal. Oh, I don't believe in everything being equal. I believe in the man being the head of the household, right? And everybody else follows under him and his leadership, because that's what I believe a man is. A man is a leader. A man is a protector and a provider, right? And you know, I grew up in a household where I actually didn't see that too often. Now I have a relationship with my dad. I know I made a video a couple months ago saying how to grow up without a father, and I got a little pushback on that because I actually do have my father. I know who my father is. A lot of people don't know who their fathers are, and you know, my condolences to y'all, right? So I'm blessed enough to at least know and have a relationship, somewhat of a relationship. You know, our relationship wasn't the best. It was a lot of moments where we would go without speaking to each other for a long time, and you know, we just started recently getting back and having a more open relationship, right? But I say all that to say is just that's what I believe. So yeah, I think definitely that plays a factor. I think COVID plays a factor. Let's keep watching.
Have a purpose, and if they're not being valued, they'll go somewhere where they are, usually around their friends or just isolated from the world.
I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date in
When we check the comment section on this TikTok, guys are saying like, I'm cooking for myself, I'm playing video games, and I'm unbothered. Now let's talk standards, because social media has done a horrible job on your perception of a perfect relationship.
I'd prefer him to not be married. I'm not going to be a homewrecker. Be Asian, be at least 5'9". I want to wear heels and have him
Yeah,
be taller.
if women's standards are like that, bro. That's why I say social media is really. It's a mix of all of that. Social media, COVID, the boss women era. It's all like just meshed together, and this is what you have. This is the result that you have, and you know, women's standards are so high, so it just makes men feel insecure. You know, oh, I'm not 6'7". Oh, I don't got this car, or oh, because a lot of these girls say that. A lot of these girls, that's what look. She's listing it right now. They make videos like this, and they list out things that they require a man to have, and you know, they might not qualify for those requirements for a man. But men, on the other hand, we don't really have too many standards. I'll say that. So that's another flaw for men. Like, you can mess with it. You could be 6'6", all that, make all this money, all that, and you would deal with somebody that, you know, is way below you. Like, you feel me? Because men don't really care about that stuff, to be honest. And it's already hard enough as it is out here, you know, to get somebody and find somebody. So
Do not be obese. I would like a fit man. And please make at least 150K a year.
that's like
I think
high
this
standards.
is to show like how high our standards are, and we probably will never ever find our ideal person. And they said my delusion score is a 5 out of 5.
But I think I will say this. I think women have those standards, but I also think men have those standards as well. Because I've caught myself a couple times. You know, I say, "Oh no, I want a girl that look like this. I want a girl that do this, right?" But it's like, what am I doing to get that kind of girl, right? So I think both men and women's standards have gone up. You know, we all see, and we see influencers. Just a popular one, throw it out there, cooking with Kaya. You know, she's cooking meals, she look good. That's the standard that men want. So then when a girl is not doing that, then it's like, you feel me? You get what I'm saying? That's the standard. Like I'm pretty sure every man wants a female that's like, not specifically cooking. You might want specifically cooking with Kaya, but a woman that's like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think every guy wants that woman, and that's the standard, but women don't want to do that. You get what I'm saying? They want to be doing some other stuff. So then it's like, all right, well, the polarity is not there anymore. You know, there's an imbalance, you know.
I do not belong on this planet.
But let's be real to all the girls out there. Most people are average, and there's nothing wrong with it. But what is wrong is expecting a high-value partner without being one. And the guys that do meet the standard aren't interested in your quote-unquote average person.
How are you?
Oh snap!
Where do
Dang.
single men between the ages
I'm
of
not
28
trying
and
to talk.
40 go on Saturdays? And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean, generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like?
Well, as a Gen Z male in his early 20s, let me break it down for you. They're just out with friends, working on themselves, sleeping, gaming, living without drama, and lifting at the gym. But now lifting has been just as dangerous because of the gym creep label. If you look in the general direction of someone in the gym, you could get blasted online. You're one clip away from being the next viral supervillain. And let me tell you, most of the time, guys in the gym won't even notice that they're looking at someone, because when I finish a heavy set, I see stars and things in my eyes while I zone on absolutely nothing. This was
Nah,
the
that's
saddest
real.
thing that I've
I
seen all
do be
week.
saying. Nah, but that's pretty much my routine as well. Y'all, like, I can tell y'all what I did today. Today, I woke up, played the game for a little bit. Then I went to the gym. Then after the gym, I came back and played video games all day. That's what I did for the majority of the day. And I be having times where I actually wanted to go out today. I be trying to go out more and spend more time socially. But I just ain't feel like it today. You feel me? I ain't feel like going out. I just want to stay here, play video games. So he actually matched literally what I did this whole day, which is kind of funny.
So how much money is in your guys' bank account?
I got like 1,500 right now.
I got like 90K.
90K?
You said what?
90K.
90000.
Where'd you get that money?
My dad, he works for that company, that.
But he just gave you that?
I mean, like, it's like overtime, but yeah.
So this whole time you...
I mean, you're my boyfriend, like...
But like, I got 1,500 in my account and you didn't pay for anything.
But you never...
Nah, that's crazy. Is this a skit?
Like, I would.
Yeah, I knew you had that, I would've.
Alright, but like, you never asked, so like, I don't know, like...
I bought you dinner like, at least, like, 15 times since...
I don't know why you're mad.
Like, what is wrong with you?
You never asked me. Like, you know my dad has money.
He
Bro is
said,
probably a
nah.
good guy and he probably worked hard for every dollar that he made, and she still tried to flip the narrative. Gaslighting, blame shifting, and manipulation. It's like she needed all the God cards to dig herself out of this mess. And now, if you're still wondering why men don't approach anymore, now you know. I understand that women grew up watching these Disney movies about princesses and how the prince in shining armor comes to save the day, but this isn't reality. Your ideal guy isn't gonna drop in from a battle bus and ask you on a date. So if you see a good guy, say hi, make the first move, because if you're waiting on him, you might be waiting forever.
Nah, that's facts. A lot of women don't like approaching. That's another thing too. Hold up. I'm gonna cancel this. We have to normalize women getting rejected. We get rejected all the time. I get rejected, bro. I've been getting rejected. I can't tell you how long, bro. My whole life. Getting there, bro. Been getting rejected my whole life, bro. And rejection is just not me approaching a girl. Rejection can be, oh yeah, we're talking, then out of nowhere we stop talking. The John just stopped talking to me. She started talking to another guy. That's rejection. We go through that all day long, and then you mean to tell me y'all scared of it? Come on, dog. Now I agree, like, men should approach, like, don't get me wrong, like, we should initiate, we should approach. But women, if y'all see somebody that y'all want, why not? You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all get approached all y'all life. You can take one rejection. I'm telling you, if you a girl and you can't take one rejection, just one, then dang, I don't know what to tell you, dog. Like, life is just rejection. You feel me? That's majority of life. You know what I'm saying? I got rejected by jobs. I got rejected by girls. I got rejected by... I'm sure I'll get rejected more in the future. You get what I'm saying? So that's life, though. Like, for a girl, if your ego gets shattered from you getting rejected by one guy, I don't know what to tell you. But hey, man, that's the end of the video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. Join the movement. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Peace. Peace.